Hello, good evening, and welcome to another live stream of the Heroforge DnD. And I'm joined by 6 wonderful friends of mine to play the Dungeons and Dragons. Yes, this is how my voice is today. You're gonna have to go with it. I sound like a hustler or something. I think it's kind of hilarious. So,
Where'd you buy it? What did you say?
That's all I can do about it today. So there won't be any funny voices or silly things that I usually do on these streams because I haven't got one. This is going to be it for today. I have plenty of tea, and I've been drinking tea all day, as well as also I have this club mate, which is helping to just keep the voice lubricated. But yeah, that's how it's going to be today. So, as usual, there are still a few announcements that I have to do at the start of the stream. First of all is I'm affiliate with Fantasygrounds. If you would like to support the stream, but do so by also getting your Fantasyground bits and pieces, you can do so. It doesn't cost you anything extra, but will Fantasygrounds will thank you by promoting their stuff and sending a bit of a kickback towards me. That'll be in the link that'll be appearing in the chat in a moment, or if you're watching this on YouTube, in the description below. Another person that we have to thank is Heroforge. You can see there are images dotted around the screen that have all been made by my wonderful players, because they are fantastic. The sound is skipping in and out. Okay. I don't know what to do about that.
Also, that's what I was hearing earlier then.
Yeah, so it is still going on. Fantastic, not great.
It's not happening on Zoom anymore, but yeah.
Yeah, it could just be a thingamajig. Let's try something.
Also, by the way, I haven't been here for a while. Are we still level 10?
Yeah, you are level 10.
Yep.
Okay. Just wanted to double check.
How is that now? I don't know what it's about because
We'll have to wait for the stream to catch up. This is
yeah, of course.
lagged wildly.
The stream is always a little bit behind. Yeah, it's been kind of weird. I had to do a whole reinstall of computer shit, so don't worry about it. Anyways, where was I? Oh, talking about Heroforge. Yeah, thank you, Heroforge, for allowing us to show off our images on screen. So yeah, they're awesome. Thank you. Also, music is in the background. You can hear music. I know you can because I can see the wonderful bar going up and down with the nice green thing. That has been provided to us by Sirius.com, Tabletop, Ingrim, Festia Studios, Alexander Nakarada, and Seven Star Studios. Many thanks to them for all that stuff. Keeps buffering for me. That's annoying. I don't know how to solve that, but we'll have to carry on.
Yeah, I don't know if that's just me.
That's fine. Yes, so that's all. Not just you. Okay, so it is actually a thing. I don't know how to solve that.
It could be a Twitch day.
I think it might be a Twitch day because everything is coming through easily on OBS, so I don't know what that's about. It's only Ed. It's only Ed. Everyone's okay. Okay.
Weird.
Fuck.
Yeah,
Hang on a
strange.
minute. Let me switch over to a different.
Strange.
What about now? Is that okay? I hope so, because I've just switched it out to a different thing. Let me also turn myself up a bit. How is that now? Let me know. I'll also be a little quiet now, but that. I did have to do a complete reinstall of that worked. Great! Fantastic!
Yay!
Good.
That
Wonderful.
Good.
So that issue has been solved. Yay!
Yay!
What was I talking about? Oh, yeah, music. Yes, thank you to all those people that have appeared in the chats with Sirius on Tabletop, Adrian, Pesty Studios, Alexander Corrado, and Travis Savoy from RPG Music Maker. They are awesome, wonderful people who make music that is in the Creative Commons license, so we're allowed to use them on stream. And that will also, provide a little bit of a background entertainment, background ambience for us as we are playing our game. Also, as previously mentioned, I have a YouTube channel, youtube.com/@games_and_t, where you can catch up on all the various different games that all the various TTRPGs that I'm running on this channel. You can catch up right the way up until episode 98 of Scarlet Guard. This is episode 99, so yeah, that's the thing. Episode 98 is recently went up on Tuesday of this week, I believe, as well as also Fortune's Whimsy. Feel for Fortunes, the Hidden Word. There's a lot of shit on there. There's a lot. No Chaos is on there as well, as well as the Christmas, the soon to be no longer Christmas episode, but that will go on there eventually. It'll all make on there. It'll all make an appearance on there.
Viewers have got some catching up to do.
I have a lot of catching up to do. It's unbelievable how much catching up to do. Like, I have a huge backlog of videos, which I'm still...
Well, and I'll just the Empire one.
DK calls it for next week.
Next week, once dies. We'll have to see about that.
Pillars of an Empire, that's what it's called. Yeah.
So yeah,
Hello,
so you can catch up on everything on the YouTube channel. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how today goes because it's going to be quite interesting. But yeah, I think... Oh no, there is actually one... I was about to say, I think that's it for announcements. No, there is actually one more thing I have to talk about. Donations, that's the thing. If you would like to donate to the channel, you can do so. Please don't, though, if you are not feeling financially capable, please think about yourself first, before me. Because your own financial stability is far easier than... than donating to the chaos that this has. So yeah, if you do donate, it is very, very much appreciated. But please think about yourself first before you think about donating to me. There are, however, some suggested tips which you can use to enhance the gaming experience of our players here with healing potions, advantages, inspirations, as well as also the possibility of buying a magic item. And by buying a magic item, I mean you and I will get together to create a magic item that has been redeemed a few times now as well. 2 on this one and once on Fortune's Whimsy stream. So yeah, you can find out all about that in the donation tips as well. I think that's it. I'm going to hand over to some players to talk about their characters. We're going to start off with Sean because he's up in my far left corner because that's where he is. Sean, tell us about Farrell for us.
Yes, I'm back. Farrell is a gentle, well, sort of giant. He's not actually a giant, but he's a furball, and he is from a sheltered community in the hegemony of Fall, and, well, not a part of Fall, but he's in Fall, and, yeah, left to go on an adventure with his friend Sykes. And a lot of chaos has happened since then. Also, I think that we should have a special stream next week, because it's going to be the 100th episode anniversary. So, right?
100 episode, yay, special stream. No, it's just going to be a normal stream, mate.
Oh, we'll make it a special stream.
You could definitely make
You
it.
don't have to do anything.
Yeah. All right, moving across the top here, we have Jeff from Alhandrin and running Tyfari. Could you tell us a bit more about him for us, please?
Well, Tyfari is the party's wizard. He is currently on a quest for vengeance against an elf, because, elves are all assholes and a bunch of dendrophiles. And yeah, well, especially this one. I mean, I'm not sure if he's a dendrophile, but he is an asshole. So yeah, he has his own set of morals, basically.
He's our asshole.
Yeah, he's the Scarlet Guard's asshole and definitely has his own set of morals. Check out previous episodes of that. I'm pretty sure I entitled one of the episodes "The Dangerous Side of Tyfari." So
Probably.
check that out. I'll come to Ruben in a moment because Ruben is busy sorting stuff at home. Let's jump down to the bottom with Neil and running Sykes. And Neil, you are from Emotions Diversion.
Hello. Yes, I am Neil from Emotions Diversion, like you said. I'm playing Sykes Brillo, a ex-ranger turned farmer because he wanted to make a family, and then now is protecting the family and learning to be a hunter again. Or technically, I guess, ranger in the sense. So he's slowly becoming ranger, became a rogue because he almost died a couple times. Well, I mean, I guess I could have become a rogue other ways, but a special rogue.
Yeah, special.
Yeah. Yes, he's protecting, or he's trying to protect his family. Has gotten some information about, that his wife is being protected, and his son is staying with her uncle, a family member he has never met. But at the same time, if she trusts him, then he trusts her. So now his goal is just to protect the party as best he can, and kind of just learn, about this whole fiendish whatever is happening to him, and maybe potentially go after that so he can end this before something bad happens.
Hopefully
We
so.
have to go
Hopefully
fight a
so.
wraith.
Oh, Scythe Wraith. Sykes Wraith.
Sykes
Scythe.
number 3, Sykes version 3. Moving on the bottom row, we have Lydia, who runs Janai. Could you tell us a bit more about Janai for us, please?
Sure. In the middle of all this drama, there's a person who never has any personal drama at all. Definitely not. Long story short, ran away from home, found a bunch of dumb fucks, and decided to hang out with them, followed them across the world. Is in deeper shit than she started. We've got a tiefling fighter over here with a little sprinkle of cleric on top.
Shit, then she started out with. I don't really think she's in deep shit.
I mean, technically that's what happened, and also you're
kind of-
muted.
I get
Oh, no,
more
you're
the
not.
feeling that Janai has sort of shifted from deep shit to deep shit.
Yes.
Even
Yeah.
more deep shit.
Like,
It's
I
a
don't
different
think you're really even
flavor
deeper
of
shit,
deep
it's just-
shit.
Or went from
Shit
shit
to
to deep shit.
Yeah. It's still shit, but it's a different smelling pile of shit.
Yeah.
It's you know what? It's a different animal altogether that produces the shit, but it's still shit.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is very true.
And it's still a lot of it.
Eventually we'll get to dragon shit, don't
Our,
worry.
our penultimate player is River, who runs Illyria. Could you tell us a little bit more about Illyria for us?
Yes, Illyria, the fighter, a wizard of the group. She hails from Boone Brawl, got kidnapped by some Mind Flare Empire. Unfortunately, for ones that tried to make her into a Mind Flared, if the process failed, as she is now a failing, that's an elf. And, she's trying to. Well, her journey is slowly becoming to the end, but hopefully she can find her family during that journey.
Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. And last one at least, we would be having Ruben telling us about Atlas, but unfortunately, Ruben has something had to do with a slight emergency issue in his house. So hopefully he'll be back with us very, very shortly. But I'll give a quick introduction for Atlas. Atlas is our entertaining strongman from the continent. I was about to say continent of Barandesh, the other side of the Dinner mountain range. So we'll see how that turns out if we ever get to there. I have stuff planned, but whether or not we get to there is another question. Who knows? Might be fun. But yeah, with that, let's.
Forgot Sykes is also an elf.
Oh yeah, Sykes is also an elf, so yeah, that's the thing.
I forgot about that.
Let's dive
Forgot
down
his own
and
rules.
dive through the clouds towards a skyship traveling across the air above a very, very hot desert in the Empire of Bunobral, the desert of Barandesh, where our 6 heroes are currently lounging around, helping out with various different projects, potentially helping out on the to keep the ship running, as this ship is called the Avara. Let me look up the name again fully. The ship is called the Avara Falaiga, where our heroes are currently travelling towards Tyfari's hometown. Over the past couple of days, there's been a couple of interesting things that have happened. The first day of travel, there was this enormous upside-down mountain that was slowly traveling across the sky above their heads. The reason why it looked like an upside-down mountain is because it was an upside-down mountain. It was so large that the ship looked tiny, and yet it was several hundred miles above their heads. I don't know what that was about. on the next day, there was this strange shoal of oh, what on earth just happened here? Stuff just happened. A strange shoal of creatures that was floating through the air. At which point, the lieutenant who was in charge of the ship at that time decided to move the ship a little bit away because apparently those shoals attracted certain predators of the sky, and many a ship in the past has been lost because they sailed too close to said shoal. The last day of travel. Well, during that day, I believe Shanae also had a wonderful chat with her father about what happened and the reason why he left. It was quite interesting. Shanae learnt a lot about it, and also learnt that her mother, did not go with the master. She stayed home in Elder. Tyfari also assisted with the creation, or is assisting with the creation of certain devices, and has even enlisted the help of Pobis, the engineer, the chief engineer aboard the ship where they currently are, to say, hey, I need a bigger ship. Pobis said, I'll get back to you on that. I need to first contact my superiors to see if that's appropriate. Tyfari, hoping that there might be some potential work there for the Sorokan dynasty, or the Sorokan kingdom, the other side of the mountain range.
This is how they find out that one of the ships was commandeered.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Excuse me. Quickly, just do a camera change. So that room might be a little away for a little while longer, because the emergency home. Yes. On the third day of travel, where hopefully our heroes will be arriving soon at Pretty Pretty Pangolin, Tyfari's hometown, when the shout was heard from the topmast, the mizzen top, or whichever one of those words you wish to use, which is meant to be correct, from the lookouts, shouting out, "Sail ho!" I need from all of you to tell me where you are on the ship right now. This is the beginning of the third day of travel.
I'd be on the deck.
Oh, I thought we had arrived at the village.
Not yet.
Oh.
Yeah, we heard sail ho, and then we ended. But it wasn't the same thing as before when we met the cloud of whatever lizard fish things.
No, it's they shouted sail ho.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't shoal, it was sail.
Yeah.
So, where are you all?
Engine room, probably. Tinkering with
In the workshop? Sure.
The workshop, yeah.
Sure. Farrell, where would you be? Where would you be?
Still probably in his room, because he does not take to flying very well.
Of course, that. Yes, indeed.
He might be also trying to get comfort from Larthanax, because if Larthanax is up there with them, he's like, like you fly, right? So how do you deal with being in the air? So
we'll get to that moment in a moment. Larthanax is actually on the ship. He kind of sort of occupies the upper decks because he's such a big creature. There's very little space for him to actually be except in the hold, and he doesn't like being in the hold, so he tends to occupy the upper decks most of the time and sleeps there. Shanae, where would you be?
I suspect simply somewhere in quarters.
Sure, that's fine.
Just fiddling with a bit of leather and practicing some leather working.
Mm-hmm. Yep, no, that's good. Illyria, is there any particular place that you would like to be on the ship?
Illyria would more than likely be on the top deck, just looking out and just, stating watch, essentially.
Okay, so you'll be on deck as well. Okay. So, both you, Illyria, and Sykes also hear hear the shout of "Sail ho!" Sykes, would you be at the bow or the stern of the ship, so the front or the back?
I could actually be kind of in the middle,
Okay.
like training, kind of like how I was before, just kind of trying to balance on things, kind of train my acrobatics.
Okay. Sure, then you would hear the shouts. You would hear a return shout from the captain. The captain is actually here on deck today. They are currently manning the wheel. Illyria, would you be on the front or the front or the rear, so the stern or the bow? Illyria?
Lyria will be at the front.
Okay, that's fine.
Hello?
So, you likely wouldn't
Yep,
hear.
yep. I'm here.
Alright, Illyria will be at the front of the ship.
Cool, that's fine. So you likely wouldn't hear the return shout from the captain. So Sykes, you hear the captain shout, "Where aways?" And you hear distantly from the top of the mast, where am I? Off the
You're on
larboard
the
side.
mast.
Off the larboard side, Captain. And
I
you
will
can-
look
and
in that direction.
You can vaguely also see the lookout. Who is a Kenku up there? You see the very feathered hand pointing outwards over to the left side of the ship. You look out. Roll me a perception check, Sykes.
Oops, yeah. 16.
16. Yeah, you need a little bit higher. So right now you cannot see anything.
Damn. Okay, I'm just keeping, I'm kind of readying myself. I don't know if it's bad or good, so I take out my 2 daggers.
Yeah, you're in the middle of the ship, so you don't hear that. So you don't hear that. Alright. You hear the captain yell across the deck. And you look around and you see Barnan is up on deck as well. You hear the captain yell, "Barnan! Like what we did at Kramin, but this time don't leave the ship." Barnan just looks, shrugs, and then you hear him sort of give a few hand gestures, and
I just yell, "What happened at Barden?"
Kramin.
Common. Sorry.
Yeah, Barnum's the name of the guy.
Barnan Kramin, yeah. You know how when you write things down, you're like, "Oh yeah, that's fine," and you start reading out, and you go, "Oh shit, that didn't work." Had one of those moments instead. The Captain Terrell yells back, "Long story, just actually, have you introduced yourselves?" Actually, question now for you all: have you introduced yourselves properly to the captain?
Farrell would have.
I think I would have too,
Yeah,
for sure. Especially
we
since I've been helping out.
Okay, Sykes.
Atlas and I have introduced ourselves improperly to the captain in the past.
With your names.
He works for me, so.
She knows me as the Purple Devil.
Yeah, Purple Devil. I thought so.
Oh, yeah.
So Tyfari, you're also not on. None of you guys are except on deck, except Sykes and Illyria. Okay, so the captain yells out, "Sykes, Illyria! Please head below deck, or at least keep yourself hidden if you decide to be on deck when this happens."
Yes, Captain.
Lyric.
I will head below deck.
Yep, same here.
Below decks. Okay. So,
Is that important that the captain needs to tell us to move? Yeah.
there's a lot of creaking and creaking of the rigging and the ship as the wood creaks and groans as it's pulled and pushed through the sky. Soon, you begin to hear more shouting. And then you also begin to hear the sounds of another ship. there is a creaking and groaning gets louder. The juxtaposition of the juxtaposition to sounds increases the volume of it. Say, Janai, there is a porthole which you can. Sykes and Illyria, where would you like to be under?
I guess over the quarters in one of the rooms.
Okay, so there is also a porthole. Look out through as well. Farrell, you're in your quarters.
Mm-hmm. But he chooses not to look out the window.
Very fair, because you're afraid of height, because you don't like flying.
Yeah.
Sykes wouldn't look out a window or be near the rooms. He was told to hide. So Sykes, in case anything bad happens, he's staying next to the door, kind of that goes up to the main decks, but he's kind of trying to hide in a shadow.
Okay, well, you were told to go below decks or hide, so you could, if you wanted to,
Yeah.
remain on decks, but
I'll be below decks and hidden in case people try to come below decks.
Yeah.
Roll,
He's like,
roll.
I'll do both.
I'll do both. Yeah, that's fair. Roll with stealth.
Okay, 22.
Okay, 22, he says. I believe it's you who also has a ring of invisibility, so you can also use them.
Oh, yeah, true.
But carrying on.
It's been a while since I used it, so
No,
but yeah.
that's okay. Alright, so you would be able
Not
to hear
abusing
some
it.
of the goblin. Janai and Illyria, you look out through the portholes. These small round windows in the sides of the ship. You see this very, very long, sleek ship sail up beside yours. And you notice it has on the sides of it, or at least from where you're looking, several, well, closed hatches. Best way I can just along each of the sides of along the sides of the ship. And as you sort of try and angle your head to get a closer look at the side of the ship, you see a whole row of them running along the edge. And glancing upwards slightly, see on the main deck appear to be these. They look like harpoons, or at least ballistae, except a lot smaller. And the crossbow bolts on the front of them have these very, very large, extremely wide heads. Heads designed for piercing something very thick, obviously. But there are a full row of them along the top, which you can see peeking out over the edge of the balustrades or the gunnels. That's right. Sykes, are you going to be listening in, Sykes?
If I'm in a position that I can under deck,
Well,
while still kind of hiding where I am, but probably not.
You'd position yourself. You said you position yourself near. Let's say you position yourself near the stairway down.
Yeah.
So you're under decks, but you're near the stairway. There are two. There's one fore and one aft. Sorry, using ship terminology. There's one towards the front. There's one towards the back.
Okay.
So let's say you're toward the one towards the back. So I do need you to roll me a perception check in order to be able to hear, to listen in what's going on upstairs.
21.
21. Actually, that's very, very good. So you are actually able to hear a lot more than we anticipated. You hear what sounds like somebody speaking through a megaphone, although it's a rather distorted in that way. Clearly designed to project the sound of somebody across
Someone's
the
using
way.
prestidigitation.
You hear-
Thaumaturgy.
You
Yeah.
hear.
Thaumaturgy.
You're not quite sure what you hear from the other side, but you hear The captain replied, "Yes, this is the Avada Fariiga. I am Captain Jagadis. What business do you have, Captain?" You hear something. The captain replies, "Oh! It's very interesting. I wasn't aware that I had fees to pay. That's interesting. What can we do about this?" You hear vague reply. Captain replies, "That seems rather a lot. That would... that would mean I would not be able to complete my mission to deliver some goods to Maharashtra." There is another reply. That is guild business, Captain. Unfortunately, you would have to take that up with the guild masters. There is something else. Fine. Okay. I will have to consult my coffers. Give me a moment. And then...
Go.
You guys want to do anything, let me know.
Yeah, as far as
with
Farrell's
Tyfari,
concerned, he doesn't even know anything's happening, so...
Nope. Same as you know. She doesn't know anything's going on.
I will come downstairs to everyone and say, "Well, another ship has arrived, and they're just talking up there about coffers and money and owing."
Let's say
stuff.
Sykes, you gather everybody together.
Yeah.
So they're all separate right now.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. I will go
So-
and try to find everyone.
Gather everybody
So,
together.
is it friendly? Like they're just being nice, right?
So far, I'm saying leave it up to the captain for now, but be prepared if anything goes south.
I don't... Since when has things gone north for us?
We're going north right now. Actually, we're going west.
So, what I'm hearing is second airship.
But no. But
I
don't
will
think
be
it
right
crossed my
back.
mind. But no,
Oh,
I-
no.
I'm gonna go invisible.
Atlas, hold
I'm
him
gonna
down.
chase down Safari.
Tyfari, where are you going?
I would like to find the captain.
Okay.
Oh,
God.
boy. Oh boy.
I don't stop him.
Sound like Muttley, I do. Alright, well, Tyfari, you know that the captain is currently... Well, they are currently on deck, as in thank you for the follow, Raconteur Society. Thank you very much for that.
That was loud.
I also
Yeah.
did see your chats. It's a bit busy with the scene. Excuse me. So Tyfari, you know that the captain is on deck, but you don't know. So you head out on deck.
No one told me not to go upstairs.
You head out on deck. You head out on deck, and immediately, as you come up the stairs, you immediately see on the left side of the ship, this very, very long, sleek-looking vessel with quite a few sails in it, and designed to keep the ship going very, very fast. And you also notice, well, upper deck there are. I need to actually go to the map to see it.
Uh-oh, you have a map of it? That can't be good.
I'm prepared because I know how things go.
It'd be
You
very,
know
very
who we
good,
are.
though.
Like I
There
said,
are-
we're most likely going south.
You can see on the upper deck, straight across from where you are, 9 cannon
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
what look to be like 4 small ballistae. and you can see that all these cannons and 9 ballistae are pointing in the direction of the ship, and the ballistae are primed.
Before Tyfari gets to the captain, I will kind of say, because as Invisible Sykes, I kind of go up to him and I just say, Tyfari, I know what you're planning. You said something about a second ship, but you said yourself you're in a rush to get to your hometown.
Yeah, but
This
we also
would
need
make things go.
ships. So.
Yes, but you're in a rush to get to your hometown for a super magical, powerful item. You said that Trent could not get. If this slows us down, he might get to it first.
I'll cast invisibility on myself.
Okay. Fine.
Well, there's that.
So,
Yep, I think I think that ended that conversation.
yeah, that is that.
Could I
conversation.
try to cast a spell before he gets that spell off?
You
If I see
can.
him going to cast a spell?
You can,
but
but
I'm
casting
going-
a spell for yourself will break your invisibility.
No, I know. So I want to try and beat him to it and cast Hunter's Mark on Tyfari.
Okay.
So help me
but
track him.
I need you both to roll me. I need you both to roll me initiative.
Oh, we didn't pick it.
15.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Damn it!
17.
So
Ow!
You do.
That's fine.
So
Low poke.
Shit.
you see Tyfari cast a spell, but he was so spontaneous in his casting of the spell, he went invisible before you could cast your spell.
So I kind of would I then, because I wouldn't fully cast it if I saw him go, because my thing I have to see them to cast it, so I don't actually go invisible then, or do I still re-invisible then?
I'll say you don't cast it because
Okay.
this is one of those fudgy ones where technically you cast it, but
Sykes just goes, shit!
Yeah.
No!
He's like,
So,
"Shit,"
I'm
and
a
you just-
bitch. And then I just head back downstairs.
Okay, fair.
To the group.
Tyfari, you head towards where you believe the captain to be. The captain is currently right now not on deck, but you know where her quarters are. So I'll say that you head towards quarters, and as you reach them, coming out.
Oh, if she's not on deck, then I will just stay on deck and stay invisible there.
Okay.
Because I believe invisibility lasts.
It's an
Oh,
hour,
that's
I think. I think it's an
Yeah,
hour,
I'll-
or if you cast it more, it's longer.
Stay invisible there.
Sure, that's fine. So that gives you more opportunity to see what's here. You can see that the ship opposite you, as you walk a little bit closer, you see that the ship on the other side has a rake of about 20. I need to double check it. About 20 closed porthole, square hatches running along the side of the ship. All of them currently closed. You can see there are plenty of sailors around here on the other side of the ship, but you also notice that there are 3 individuals. One of whom is wearing a peaked cap, but all 3 individuals are wearing what seems to be this very, very dark blue uniform with what appears to be well, the captain at least wearing this peaked cap, and the other 2 wearing this almost a beret type of hat. The captain is currently waiting at the back of the ship, just sort of watching out, and looking to where you disappeared. The other 2
boy.
individuals are on the deck, but they are not with sort of positioned and.
All right.
Go ship.
Can I make an assumption how much time they will take in this conversation or whatever they are, at least what Tyfari is thinking they're having?
Right now, there doesn't appear to be any conversation happening. He is at the captain of the other ship, waiting upon Yagadis, your captain. As you look towards the captain's quarters, you see somebody emerging from it. You know this person. The first mate / lieutenant of your ship. They emerge from underneath and then head down the stairs.
Okay. Through the open, or the portholes were closed, right?
What those are closed, yeah.
Okay, so there's nothing I can see inside of the other airship.
Right now, no.
God damn it. Alright, I will jump over to, or are we parallel?
You are parallel, but there is quite a distance between you two.
Right, like how much distance?
Give me a moment. Open up said map. Because I actually have to count this up.
Yeah, you may want to keep that open, by the way.
That's fair. Between you two, there is about 25 feet of open air.
Okay. And what distance would I be able
Sorry,
to jump?
no,
Because
I'm
really have no
incorrect.
idea.
30 feet.
Okay.
Even further.
How far would I be able to jump safely? I have no idea. So
Yeah, no, I understand. 30 feet for sure not.
Okay.
It's dependent upon your strength modifier. You basically want to do a long jump. What is your strength score?
Far from amazing. 9.
9. Yeah, you'd get 9 feet.
9 feet. Okay. No, that's not correct.
That's,
But
that's including a roll.
I will sit this out for now then.
Uh,
I'll just stay invisible and make a mental note of what the other airship looks like, and see. Just stay there.
Tyfari, roll me a history check.
History, there you are. That is a 50.
You don't know what this ship is. You don't know what type it is. You don't know how it's armed, although the cannon and the stay seem to be a big indication of it. The
Fair
most
enough.
you can gather is that this is likely to be a military ship. Sykes, a dappled black, brown and white tabaxi strolls past you down the stairs and looks briefly around and sees your troop gathered in kind of like the common area here below decks, and heads immediately over to you. You obviously, you're invisible, so they don't head over to you, but they head over to the rest of you.
Yeah. I'll follow them.
Farosh and Knight, Illyria, and Atlas, once Ruben is able to not have a house emergency, you see heading towards you a dappled black, brown, and white tabaxi heading towards you. You know this individual to be basically the right hand of the captain's ship. As they approach, my apologies, Scarlet Guard, but the captain requires some assistance.
Okay.
From who?
What kind?
Of the monetary value, if you are able to spare any.
I go on invisible right next to him and say, how much? Dude, you literally heard me socking next to you. I said something just a second ago.
I did, but I thought that was among you all. Okay.
It's the
well,
smell, Sykes.
She needs.
Fine, I'll
she
take a
needs
shower
another, She
soon.
needs another 310 gold pieces.
Sure.
Wait, you have that much?
I mean, 300.
I hand over 310 gold.
What?
Thank you. That will definitely help get us out of this current situation. Thank you.
If it keeps us out of confrontation and Tyfari off of their ship as soon as possible, because Tyfari went invisible on deck. I didn't get a chance to track him.
I only have 4 silver
Like-
pieces.
That's an issue. Okay. Well, thank you very much. And
Yeah,
they,
hurry up.
they
So I
disappear
have
very quickly.
509 now.
They disappear very, very quickly and seem to almost dash away from you, jingling, trying not to jingle as they're going.
Farrell
After
just sits on
Farrell-
the ground, rocking back and forth, like muttering under his breath something in giant, like because now that he knows that there might be conflict, he's freaking out even more now.
Bro, how do you not have gold? We all split the money from that we found in Illyria's hometown.
Oh, oh no, he didn't want to take it
Did you
because he thought it
make-
was like blood money.
Oh.
Yeah,
Should I add another, like, your share then to mine, or?
No,
I think you guys might already
I
have
think you
done.
already have done that.
Oh, okay.
we
Divided
definitely
it by 5 instead of
Yeah.
6.
You did it
Okay.
already,
Yeah,
yeah.
Okay, no problem.
I'll
Shania, you
crouch
were about to say
down
something.
with Farrell. I'll just sort of pat him on the shoulder. It's gonna
I
be
tried
okay.
to-
I
yeah.
slip a gold into his pocket while he's distracted.
Just roll
I
me
tried
some hands
convincing
for the sake of it.
Tyfari, because I told him whatever he's planning on doing, it might end up slowing us down, and however much he said he wanted us to go and find this magic item of his. Any slowdown might get Trent there first, and he's like,
I can't go up there. I look like this.
You
Yeah.
bringing
People
up
shouldn't
like
see me.
not being able to convince Tafari just makes Farrell start to pray even louder. Like, like
Oh shit, here he goes again.
I'll keep an eye though. If you think I should go up in case something happens with him, then I can help him out. But I won't be able to know where he is unless he comes uninvisible, so.
Yeah, Farrell gives no response because he's still just he's having
Yeah,
a
don't-
moment.
Take any risks. I mean,
Okay, I'll stay down
we
here then
stand
for
up.
now.
Well, if you're
Better one all
invisible,
than all one,
should be fine.
right?
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
someone's got to keep that idiot from fucking everybody over. And this time can be me.
I'd offer you the ring, but we don't have enough time.
Oh, because it has to be real.
Can I go up there?
Yeah.
Because I also look
Is it a
like
tuned
this,
ring?
and I don't think they'll tolerate a failing.
No.
Yeah.
Go on, Sykes. At least keep an eye on that idiot.
Okay. Sounds good. I will re-invisible and go upstairs. Back to the deck. No, actually, I'll run up before going invisible. So I run out of the room so they know I'm at least running out instead of just staying in the room and be like, well, shit,
Yeah,
maybe
of
he's still here.
Of course.
Yeah.
So yeah, I will run out and then go invisible.
The
go.
lieutenant for the American fellas has already gone, so you'll be fine to go to
Yeah.
go invisible. Yeah. So yeah.
In fact, I will follow him. The lieutenant.
Okay.
But invisible.
Yeah, they left a little bit. They left rather quickly.
Oh, okay. I leave quicker. Well, after turning invisible, because I'm actually faster than him with all this stuff.
Basically, the point I'm making is the fact you had a conversation after he left.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I gotcha.
Mm.
So I'll just head up to the deck then while invisible.
So that's all. That's all I'm saying. Is that
My
you had a
bad.
conversation, so
Mhm.
that doesn't work out in terms of timing.
Yeah, he would have gotten there.
He would have
yeah,
gotten there
yeah.
a lot quickly because he also left very, very quickly. So they Tyfari, you do see this tabaxi emerging with a bulging bag, head very quickly over to the captain's quarters, and then very soon afterwards, the captain emerges, heads back up to the I've forgotten. It's not called the quarterdeck. It is called the quarterdeck. Heads up to the quarterdeck. It's back, the back upper deck of the ship. Heads over to the side. Picks up this strange expanded copper tube, and yells into it, "I have the 500 gold pieces. How am I to get them to you?" The captain on the other ship replies, "That's okay, just throw them." Slight trepidation from your captain as they, okay, and they start to wind up to throw across this bag of 500 gold pieces, which is fucked out of weight. But just before they throw it, the captain on the other ship pipes up, your transport of materials, would that happen to include passengers? Dagadis, the captain of your ship, replies, "We are a passenger ship as well as also a cargo ship, so be part of our cargo, yes. Why?" Captain on the other side replies, "Oh, no, I thought I saw somebody who wasn't a tabaxi up on your deck. Point. It must be in my imagination."
Tyfari nods yes. Invisible, no one sees it.
There is the Jagadis replies, "Ah, that's intriguing. Well, we do indeed have passengers. Yes, one of them was indeed human. They should be right now below decks. I asked them to do. I don't know why you might have seen one, but still, yes, one of our passengers is human. From a far-off land, they're exploring the world, the Empire here right now." Captain on the other side replies, "Oh well, wish them good luck. I hope they are able to see much that offers the Empire for. You can throw across those gold pieces now." There is a pause as Jagadis puts down the trumpet. Slightly trepidatiously winds up and throws across the bag of gold, at which point the captain throws out their hand, and the gold is instead of it falling down between the two ships, which you would exactly expect what to happen, they throw out their hand and the gold is prevented from falling. It seems to float upwards and then towards the captain. It seems that the captain has.
Yeah, I was about to say, would I recognize this as a spell being cast?
Yes, you would. You would.
And could I identify the spell?
Robbie Arcana.
Arcane.
It's
Okay. It's a 9.
You know.
Yeah,
I was very much in doubt if it was a 9 or a 19. Is it just down there?
9 plus 9. Yeah. You have a high. You've got a very high bonus. This is a. I'm going to call it telekinesis, but it is. I think it's called telekinesis actually. But
Okay.
Yeah. Spell that allows you to.
That would mean
manipulate
she's
objects.
a pretty high caster. Because that's a 5th level spell.
Or they might have other abilities. But either way.
Telekinesis I used to make my bowling alley.
I know you did. I know you did. Well, they might
Okay,
have other,
okay.
They might have other abilities as well. Who knows?
Yeah,
Or they might come from
true.
somewhere else. But they're able to hold. They're able to hold this gold bag and pull it toward. It lands at his feet. He opens it up. Looks inside. Puts it down on the floor beside and picks up the trumpet. It was a pleasure doing business with you, Captain Jagadis. Be sure to pay those dues, otherwise the guild will be very unhappy and might have to send more ships.
I can still activate stuff without becoming uninvisible, right? It's not an attack if I activate something, right?
What is it you want to activate?
My goggles.
What's the description of the goggles will say?
Let's see. Goggles of true sight. It says simple set of goggles, magically enhanced by Nefane. Set of goggles allows the wearer to cast the spell. No, it's still casting a spell, so.
Still casting a spell.
Dang it. Okay. Then never mind.
Yeah, it's not. If it's an ability which you can just do, then yeah.
Okay.
Casting a spell.
Yeah. I guess it would be different if it said it gives you the ability.
Yeah.
Okay. Dang. Oh well.
There is a whistle. There are several whistles from the other ship, and the other ship, this very sleek, military-looking ship, pulls away. Seems to head in a slightly, well, again westerly direction, but slightly southward, away from you.
Alright, well, when they're at a distance that they're not able to be, they won't see us, I will drop invisibility.
Right.
As will I. Ugh.
Jagadis has started getting everything underway. They also wait for a time as well. Get everything underway, and the ship starts to head again a little bit, continuing on your journey. As you both appear invisibly, apparently, on the deck. There are a few surprised motions from the other sailors around you. The captain sort of glances down. Well, that's a nice streak.
What was that about?
That was. Well, apparently
I expect an answer, as part of my own gold was used for that.
That was your gold. Okay. Thank you. That was very much appreciated, Sykes.
You're very welcome.
Our ship was noted in Kramen. We had to head to that city in order to effect repairs and also refuel. Well, since I am now acting as a freelancer, sort of kinda, I haven't informed the guilds about this. Whenever a ship docks at one of the major Kramen or Tramen, we are expected to pay our dues to guilds, to the guild masters. I might have neglected to do that due to certain issues that I was having previously with my previous contracts. Thankfully, or perhaps unthankfully to you all, I am no longer a part.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
But yes, I apparently owe the guild masters 2,396 gold pieces.
2008. Oh god.
Yes.
Um,
That would have actually been
So you need to
2,000.
make payments of 500.
Well, that 500 was the late fee.
Mm.
The captain of the ship that you just saw, presumably you.
Yes.
The captain of the ship that you just saw made agreements for me to pay the 500 gold pieces now. Only have to worry about paying the max amount when I either Kramin or Tramin.
Well, luckily, I don't plan to return to Kramin or Tramin until we have a more steady base for our movement.
Do you have ways to resupply the ship, though? Especially in means of flight?
We have enough right now to effect a several months' worth of journey, provided it's not flying from one end of the country to the other. In quick speed, of course.
Well, it's your ship, Tyfari. I mean, you'll have to supply the next load, and pay their.
What do you need for powering the ship?
We need plenty of black iron.
And are there...
Thank you, Nocturnal,
Raiders.
for the raid. Thanks, thanks, guys. Thanks, Raiders.
I was not expecting that sound effect.
And we
That's
die.
It's been on there for a while. I need to replace that at some point. But thank you, Nocturnal and Raiders. Welcome in. You get to hear a very husky Edward. Not doing any voices because he can't do anything right now. This is his voice for today. Sorry, carry on, Tyfari.
What in what places are you able to get the black iron? What was it?
Black
called?
iron.
No, not black iron. Black iron, yeah. Black crystal. That was the other thing.
Black
Yeah.
Crystal's
Okay.
the other one, yes. Black
Yeah.
iron, yes.
Okay. Black iron. Where can you get black iron?
That's well, the best place to get them is Kramin and or Tramin, as those are the ships, the ship places. However, should push come to shove, the major city of Darlinda would be one, as well as also Chen would be another place to get black iron. I would rather avoid to Darlinda. Certainly in the current climate.
Well, I would not prefer to go to any town until we've expanded the troops we have. But if it's needed.
Do you know where they mine black iron?
Where can you now? At what places are you currently able to? No. Was a very different question. Sorry. What places are we still able to go to, with the amount of fuel you have?
Well, right now we are very much able to go to your home, Pangolin. From here, because we are basically in the middle of it, we can go anywhere. We have enough fuel to last us a month, provided we don't have to kill the engines trying to get from one to another. We have to kill the engines to get from one place to another. We'd last for about 2 weeks.
Okay. And would you know where, in what places do they mine the black iron? Or is it anywhere near here, or is it just in Traman and?
I do not know. I honestly do not know. That the black iron is something that we need, and the chief engineer is the one that takes care of that. I do not.
Do you have any on you now?
Myself, no. I do not handle that. That's the chief engineer's job.
Oh, so they don't. Okay, I was gonna say if you could show me some, I might be able to easily find some in our travels. I'd be able to.
If you find the chief engineer Pobis, he will be able to tell you further about black iron. All I know is it is the fuel that we require to power the ship.
Okay.
Stop it falling out
I will go.
falling out of the sky.
I will go find Plobus then.
Right. And how are you with making your payments? Like, are you close to making the 2,000 something gold it was?
I am in no position to pay that amount.
Okay.
That is basically my.
How
entire
much
ship.
was it?
2,003. Well, I am sorry, Tyfari, but that is not a thing I would like to discuss in front of my crew.
Fair enough. Can we talk about it later tonight?
Of course. All being well, we will actually be in Pretty Pretty Pangolin within a couple of hours. Once we land, we can.
All right. Yeah. Let's. I have something I need to do immediately when we land. So, after dinner meetup.
That
Dinner.
sounds like a good idea, and it would be possibly useful to have the rest of your.
Yes, I will tell them, and I will go find the rest of the crew.
All right. You do.
Yay!
I'm not gonna
Hi,
rate,
gang.
I'm not gonna rate that. You can just go straight through there.
So what happened? Are we fighting?
We are not fighting. We are, in fact, safe. We have a few issues, though. One of them is... Sorry, I was just reading a text there. One of them is we'll arrive in a few hours in the village. Point 2 is the captain needs to meet with us tonight around after dinner. Point 3 is I've scouted the enemy ship a bit, and it's gonna be trouble if we find them. And the captain has a debt of 2,000 something gold.
Hmm.
So basically, we can't she can't refuel. He can't refuel.
She.
They, them,
She.
she,
Mhm.
whatever. Can't refuel until she's paid that debt of 2,300. I think it was gold. I may have already semi-forgotten.
Oh,
Hmm.
that's a lot of money.
Yeah, I need to see if I can get any, because I don't know how. I mean, I can't currently pay off her debt on my own. I'm a little bit short, about 1,000. So not that extreme.
But
But,
we're going
you know,
to your home, right? They can get donations from the people of your home, right?
Yeah, we can ask them.
Increased tax.
Can I ask a question
Of course.
to the GM specifically?
Go for
me,
it.
Oh.
player. I thought that the Kenku people that we encountered are also traveling on the ship. Is that correct, or
They
am
are.
I mistaken?
Yes, they are. They are indeed.
All right, so they've been below decks this whole time.
Yeah, they've been below decks for this whole time.
Since
So
the
you have been
other
partially
Kenkus.
surrounded by various
All right,
various
right.
forms of Kenku.
Right.
Except the one that was the lookout, but he probably hid.
Alright. Well, we're not the only people on board. I don't know why we should be providing all the gold.
No, I mean, they're not exactly extremely well off here.
Maybe not in a traditional sense, but who knows what else they might have that is of value.
True, but we can see if there's any way we can help them out of it. You know,
Sure.
do a good thing, good deeds. Good deeds give you good karma, Janae. You should know about this by now.
Wow, Tyfari, who the fuck are you?
Well, I'm the one who always has luck.
Who are you and what have you done with Tyfari?
Yes, that is what I was saying.
Yeah.
And have you seen me die? No.
Well, a couple of times almost, but you know, we can't have all the luck.
It was never. It never happened. I mean, Sykes has bad karma. Look what happens. He's now a ghost. If the mystery team heads up, then we'll lose him.
Mystery team.
Right, yes. Who are you going to holler for? The mystery team.
Well, you know, that van gets weird places.
What is a van?
It's a fast-moving object.
Like a cart.
Jeff, you are such an asshole.
Even Farrell knows about this.
Yeah, it's a wagon that propels itself, like the
Yeah.
sand ships.
Ah,
This,
oh.
you know, if they pass you, it's fine. If it has a really big dog in it and a couple of weird guys and weird girls, then you know, keep Sykes away from them.
We
Actually, aren't
we
we
are a couple of weird guys and weird girls.
I am the
That's
guy
us.
in the mask.
You are disturbing
no.
us.
We do have
We have a
two
guy that
males,
looks a little
two
like a
females,
dog.
and a guy that can turn into a dog. So I think we actually are them.
Yes.
Farrell, I forgot you turned into dogs and stuff.
Yeah, I think
Holy
we
Uh,
Marv
are.
gets you good places as well, so maybe we are. Maybe we are.
We
Yeah,
just need him to learn human speech.
yeah, as a dog. Yeah.
As a dog.
Feed him snacks.
Oh no.
Ship continues through the sky.
That's probably the best idea.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
I will. Before we go completely off the rails here, the ship continues through the sky, and you all relaxes the tension of the encounter that just happened, releases from the crew and you, and very soon, the ship begins to start to descend. You can feel it moving downwards, and that weird sensation that happens in the ears when aircraft descend at a certain speed begins to infect your ears. And very soon you see this rather small little town perched on the edge, perched between this small hook corner where the mountains of the Dinar mountain range kind of basically descends down into the sea, and the deserts and the coastline here of green I'm not gonna say green grass, but greenery at least anyway, surrounding this little village, begins to replace much of the browns of the sands that have been flying underneath the keel of your ship. Quickly, you find yourselves at the outskirts of a town very, very familiar to one of you. The rest of you, something very, very new. We'll get to that after the break, where I will shut up and hand over to Jeff, because this is his place.
Aw.
And I would like him to do
To describe it.
descriptions. Saves me from using my voice much, as you can hear, I'm a little bit husky. So yes, catch up with us after the break in about 10 to 15 minutes, once I have replenished myself and swallowed several strepsils. See you guys very, very shortly. Hello, we are back, and ready to continue with our quest here in the Empire Bunnel Brow, where we have just landed at Tyfari's home town. What the hell just happened?
I don't know.
That was kind of weird.
That was weird.
Damn it, I'm gonna have
Well,
to
that's
redo
true. Popping back in, right?
redo a whole bunch of things. Give me a moment while I just quickly redo a whole bunch of cameras, because
The
everybody's
moment you've learned to live without him, there he is.
Ah!
There's a shawl. There's gonna be a whole bunch of things here. Right
Bear!
there we go. Back to normal.
So we're trying to say the Dutch word that he has in his screen.
No, it's just the B, E, and then the H cut off onto another screen to an R.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Oh.
it got, it's
I was
a
like,
bear.
bear!
Bear, that's true. But yes, after a very tense incident in the sky where our hero's skyship was stopped and pulled over. Effectively, they were pulled over in the middle of the air.
The traffic stop.
It was kind of hilarious.
Skyship cops.
By skyship cops, yeah. They have been allowed to proceed onwards, and are now at the now at the outskirts of a very small town. As you land, it's still hot. It's still hot outside, but it is a little bit more humid. There is a little bit more greenery around here. You can actually see grass growing, just not grass as in the grass that you see in your own back garden, but more sort of long, sort of tufts of grass with these very, very long strands that extend upwards up into the air. Very, very, very thin leaves that give off very, very little moisture. And very, very tall. Those I forget what they're called, but very tall cacti with all the arms that extend upwards. These thick, tall cacti all around the area. And in front of you, you see the outskirts of a small village, Tyfari.
Yes.
What do your fellow players see? Your fellow player?
I am struggling with fantasy grounds at the moment, so
I saw that. It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, I need to redo things. But yeah, well, it's pretty much just it's like a comfy, cozy little village. It's not massive or anything, but you do have the idea that a few hundred people live here. So it's a decently sized town. It looks just. I mean, it doesn't look like a very poor village or anything, but it's also. I mean, you do notice that it's not super fucking rich or anything. So yeah, that's about it for now.
As you start heading towards the village, you can hear music playing in the background from various different instruments. As the villagers around here entertain themselves and go about their daily lives. As they enter, what sort of architecture is it like around here?
Well, it would remind you very it's not necessarily it's not very what you would expect of a desert. It looks very much like basically the Iberian Peninsula, especially
You can see lots.
Basically the
You can see
Iberian
lots
Peninsula.
of
Medieval Spain.
yeah. You can see lots of red and white stone scattered around the place. A lot of houses here, certainly at the outskirts, a little bit more sort of wattle and daub because that's easier to build with than stone. But you can see as you're walking through the main street here. There are a couple of larger buildings which seem a little bit more ornate, and as you're walking through, there is a slight rise to the village, and as you're looking up towards this slight rise, Tyfari, what would they see?
At the rise?
Yeah.
Well, that's where you would probably see the ruins. I assume your goal is towards that.
But this is your place, mate. So what would they see? What would be on this slight rise? What would everybody see as we look towards?
It's well, there you can see the resemblance of outer walls. It's walls. They're definitely like a fortified place. Not necessarily a gigantic castle, but
Like
definitely something like a smaller fortress.
Okay.
Tyfari will point that out and says, "Well, that is pretty much where where I used to live. The palace is just a little ahead. It lies just a little behind it, but this is pretty much where we held court, where we did the offices of state."
Sorry, I had to swallow the word palace for a second, but I think I got there.
Yes, there is a palace.
So this is your house? What's the state of his house in?
The palace itself is the palace itself looks good. It's been maintained, it's been well kept. You can definitely see that there are still people pouring their hearts and soul into maintaining it.
And two sort of checkered questions. Your brother tried to kill you. What kind of reception can you expect here?
Well, they didn't really know what my brother was like, so at least the last time I stopped here for a short visit.
Wait a minute,
So yeah, I was here very shortly after the big kaboom. And
You said
I
before you were shunted through time, right? You were stuck
Yes.
somewhere?
I
And
was
that's
stuck
so-
in the mountain for a century.
Are these guys gonna wait? Century is 10 years or 100? I always forget.
100.
100.
Are these guys gonna remember you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they
Question
remember
mark?
me.
Insight check.
Roll an insight check.
Good.
If
I can't see it, so
Or you can roll either persuasion or deception.
It's almost an at 20. Gah!
No.
No.
Unless you
If
roll
he rolls
lower
a
than a
one.
5, Tyfari, you think you'll be okay.
I'm still struggling with fantasy
Shall
grounds.
I roll it for you?
What did I need to roll?
Either
Insight.
persuasion or
Or
deception.
no.
I will
Sorry,
do
that
a
was low.
persuasion then. I have a +3.
Okay. Well, it depends what you want to. It depends what you're trying to do. Are you trying to persuade, or are you trying to?
I'm trying to persuade. I'm telling the truth here, so
All right, no, that's fine. Basically, you just need to roll anything above a 1. Yeah. Cool.
hey, cell 5.
Still 5.
Okay.
What are you? So, I believe.
Yeah.
I need to ask this, but
And when we, sorry,
That's all good. I need to ask this, but I think I already know. Farrell, what's your passive perception?
My passive perception
ridiculous.
is 19.
19.
Damn.
Thought it was high. Sykes, your passive perception?
17.
17. Here he is.
24.
21.
21.
Close enough. Close enough. Your passive perception, Janai?
Yeah, am I audible? Yes, okay, good.
Yes, you are.
Is awful. Let me just bad.
Is it above a 50?
Feels like a 5.
No.
Okay, that's fine. That's all I need to know.
13.
It's okay. 13. Thank you. I really wish I could have like post-it notes that go passive perception of these people.
yeah.
Passive perception of characters
You
on-
can, it's called Noteboard.
Yeah,
I'm just
but,
kidding.
yeah, I could.
Or
Yeah.
notes.
But you see, the
No.
thing is that it requires also having several different things open in order to get that done.
Yeah, true.
So, then in that case, Sean, no, not Sean. Sorry, who are you? Farrell and Sykes and Illyria. You do hear a slight yelp from a nearby house.
I remember my
I will-
password. Sorry, I'm very
I
happy.
will run to the house.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, you run over to the house and you see a tabaxi, individual who's gone. Ah, get back, God, damn it, God! And they're currently pressing down on their hand.
I
Is
will
something
take
wrong?
out my med kit and rush to help them and use the med kit on them.
You notice that there are other individuals in other individuals' house, and they're just kind of sort of looking. They're just looking, watching, and just like ah. And as you run over the med kit, you hear them say, "Oh, no, don't worry, it's fine. He'll be fine. Just leave him be. He'll be fine.
What do you mean?
What
He's
happened?
bleeding.
He'll be fine. He just needs to put his hand on the cut. He'll be fine."
What happened? How'd he get cut?
He put his thumb in. He put his thumb in place of in the place where an axe was going to fall. His own damn stupid fault.
He cut his thumb off.
He'll be fine. Don't worry about
He'll be.
Oh.
He's fine. Don't worry about it, Sykes.
Where an axe was going to fall. What are you cutting?
it. You can see that there is a large sort of stump, and embedded in the stump is indeed an axe, with what appears to be sort of split wood on either side. You also, if you look around that area, notice the top of a thumb missing.
What was your thumb doing there? Like what?
He was
You
being
don't hold wood.
One of the individuals was just watching, just going, "You fucking idiot!" Turns to you, he was just being an idiot. He was fucking around with the axe, and then decided to put his thumb there.
There's a missing thumb tip. He should probably get that back on his thumb.
Ah,
so
he'll
we
be
can help.
fine. Don't worry about it. But thank you anyway for your help. Who are you?
The name's Sykes.
Sykes. Oh, okay. You're unusual though. Why are you here? You're an elf. What are you doing here?
We're
I
here
like how
because
they're
of the man
curious about
outside.
the elf and not the fur.
Oh, they're gonna get to you, mate. Don't worry.
Yeah, we're here because of the man outside.
A man outside. What do you mean, the man outside?
Tyfari will walk in at this point.
The individual you're talking to, you now notice is actually who's actually a half elf. Quickly turns and starts punching the individual beside him. Not the guy who's got his thumb cut off. This is also a half elf. And he's Lord's back. Lord's back. Yo, Lord, what? What are you doing here, Lord?
Hello, Theat. How are you?
Just good to
Besides
see you again.
the
Good to see you again.
small incident over there, but
Oh, he'll
It'll
be fine. He'll be
catch
fine.
itself. Yeah, don't worry about it.
What brings you back? What brings you back, my lord? It's good to see you.
Bro, can you help him with his thumb?
No, don't stop worrying about it.
That's all freaking.
I'll explain later.
Okay.
I think. Don't worry about it. Well, I'm back to. I need to get something from the palace, or from the fort. So
Of course. I very much.
I've
understand
just
it.
got hit with a wall of text on fencing ground. Sorry.
That's fair. Don't worry about it.
Alright, I'm back. So yeah, I'm just gonna take. These are my friends and a group I'm traveling with. Same as the airship, by the way. So please make sure the airship crew have everything they need.
A
My
tall,
lord.
grey tabaxi waves hello. I've
My
been
lord.
prepared.
My lord. Airship.
Yeah, long story, but there's a crew here, and just make sure they have what they need. Give them some of the comfortable. That's
Well, absolutely, but you haven't. You're not part of the Empire, are you, my lord?
well. That's something I want to discuss with the mayor first. So the answer is a no. So
Oh, okay.
no concerns.
You can.
But I need to talk to the mayor, so please let him know that. Well, just basically let him know I'm back and dinner at the palace tonight.
Yes,
along with the crew and my friends here.
Yes, of course. Well, I'll head over right the way. It's really good to see you. Really good to see you. Really good to see you.
Good to see you too, Z.
And the half elf dashes out of the house.
Now,
Well,
as a question, do these people seem genuinely happy to see him, or is it more of like a panic, like, oh, we need to like put on airs?
Maybe you should inside check it.
I was about to
Okay.
say inside check that, but
Oh,
I was,
sorry,
no,
I'm taking over.
it's okay, bud. But I will say that at the moment where Tyfari says, no, I haven't joined the Empire, there is a visible relaxation, visible tension that drops from the individual hearing that.
Okay. Yeah. Oop. Wow.
Oh, that's still a 12.
That's still a 12, even though you rolled a fucking 3. That is ridiculous.
Farrell's good at telling you people a lie.
Yeah,
The man knows
he
his
is not
shit.
lying. He is genuinely happy that.
Okay. Yeah.
Some people be like
Cool.
that, I suppose.
Wow.
Some
Tyfari,
people
these
do
people,
like
People
him.
love Tyfari.
these people really like you.
Wow.
I thought the only people that would like you would be us.
Yeah, well, you
Kind
know.
of an insult, but that's a Farrell version of an insult.
I'm a man of mystery. But let's go to the
Mystery
fourth.
machines.
And
Yeah.
mystery machines, yeah.
You head back out of this small hovel house. It's not a hovel, it's a house.
Yeah,
Small house
it's
and
not.
Huh?
It's we're not in peasant England here,
No,
Mr. GM.
yes, I know. I used the wrong word. That's
We're
why I said
in
house.
wealthy.
That's why I said
Pangolin.
house. I changed my. I said from hovel to house. But it's still a small dwelling, I will say. But because even though you're wealthy or in a wealthy town, you're still only a village.
Fair enough.
So it is a small dwelling, but it is a decent dwelling. It's at least got some small bits and pieces around that denote that this individual, even though they are lower in station, have at least got some disposable income, as it were. And you head through the main thoroughfare. What else do people see, Tyfari, as we walk through?
Well, you would see that you're definitely getting the idea of, okay, this is not some backwater village. There is some as Ed said, there is some wealth here. And while we're walking, Tyfari is just mentioning things like, oh, it's well, me and my father made a duck. We helped make it. We helped with irrigation and planting the crops. So yeah, there's a lot of
There's a farm
things
here?
here. Yeah, there's
Oh,
farms.
yeah.
Please
We
tell me
have-
that
Like
There's
slightly
pangolins?
gets a little intrigued because of his farmer expertise a little bit.
Yeah, well, maybe you can give him some tips here and there, Sykes. I mean, yeah,
I
this
think they'd
village
probably
doesn't
be
get-
giving me tips since they've been here for a while.
Yeah,
I
but
guess,
we
well, I
don't-
guess technically I have two.
Yeah, you've been
That's
around
right.
for a long time, yeah.
I was gonna say, yeah, you were stuck for 100 years. They've been farming for 100 years. I've also been alive for 100 years. So, or more than
Yeah,
that.
but we
Yeah.
don't get many visitors here.
Okay.
So yeah.
Why is that?
Well, that's all gonna be more clear.
Isn't there like a town right next to
tonight.
us? It says there on the map. There's like a.
It's not right next to you.
No, there is. It's
Oh.
yeah. There is the city is. There is a
Oh,
city,
yeah.
close, but it's not really nearby. It's not like a day's walk or anything.
Well, yeah, but.
It
Oh.
will take you a good 2 weeks probably walking.
It's a little closer than that, but yeah, it is about a day or two's walk. It's not easy to see from here. Put it that way.
Yeah, we like to keep to our own here.
All right. Well,
Okay.
you keep your mysteries. I'd like to hear later.
But yeah, please tell me that there's pangolins here.
There is a pangolin in the palace. We'll go to it later, but we'll go to the fortress.
The
forts
pangolin
first.
in the palace.
Farrell's
Yeah.
gonna have a pangolin that he can turn into now.
As you
Alright, well,
head
either
through,
way.
what's apart from the ruined fortress and the palace beside it, which do kind of seem to dominate the buildings around here. What other sort of grandeur-ish buildings around that you would point out to your?
Well, he would definitely, Tyfari definitely will point out that there's a small theater in here. So that's mostly where the entertainment is. There's an inn, which is fairly big. From judging from the outside, you would say that it could probably seat like 60, 70 people. And there's
That's not bad.
tables on the outside as well, because it's near the desert, so that doesn't get super cold usually at night. At least not in this area.
Carry on.
And you see a lot of things, because there is a lot of things here. Pretty much.
Is there a town hall?
I mean, there's a you would definitely notice that there's a larger house. It doesn't look real stately, but it does stand out a little bit. It's just a bit bigger, and I'll tell everyone that's where the mayor of the village has resided for as long as I know. The building has been here for a long time.
Is it all just elves that live here?
As you're walking through, you can see that it's a full scattering. It's a full mix of species here. It's not just elves. There are half elves. There are tabaxi, obviously. This being in the Empire of the Brow.
Mm-hmm.
But you can also see there are a few humans as well running around, and now and then a dwarf or two.
Okay.
Is
it only the long living races that actually recognize Tyfari?
As you're walking through, your group does begin to attract a lot of attention. And a lot of people are beginning to point towards Tyfari. And not just the long-lived races. You can also see some older humans, as in quite old humans.
Okay.
Pointing out Tyfari and talking to the younger generation of children, and seem to be pointing towards Tyfari and gesturing. It is, it's. You can see gather a bit of a crowd. You're walking through.
Yeah, Farrell, being him, just always smiles and waves, and if anyone comes up to the group, will handshake and stuff like that. Farrell loves that.
Nobody approaches you.
Okay. Well,
nobody approaches your group, but they all seem to be watching, and you can always hear this whispering curiosity that seems to permeate the village.
Tyfari, should we be calling you my lord while we're here?
No, definitely not.
I wasn't going to.
I'm not even happy that they're doing it, but I've not been able to get it out.
You're not happy they're calling you my lord? I thought this would be very good for your ego.
Well, with most places, yes, but considering some of the circumstances, it doesn't feel right.
Well, I guess a lord in your own hometown could be worse.
Yes, it could definitely be worse.
Has
All
it
right,
been
we're
for
heading
these
to
people? Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, I just asked, has it been worse for these people?
Well, it's gotten better since since the people here have been left alone mostly, from what I know. So yeah.
Well, that's good. Unfortunately, they won't be left alone for long. If that wizard has his way.
True.
Well, not only that, but you're bringing a whole army here. As I kind of whisper that to Tyfari. Where the group
That's
can hear
fine.
me, but not people looking at us.
Yeah, not the citizens.
That's fine. They should still be.
You're about to go from 700 or 100 to like 1,000 or whatever. Not that much, but there's people traveling through the caves too to get here.
Yeah, but they should still
go
be a
from
few
1 to
days,
100
out here, so that's fine. We just need to make sure around the time when they're close, we need to ensure we pick them up and yeah, let them know where they can stay.
Okay.
But there's a place, there's a room, so it's fine.
Okay. And we're going to, and she gestures towards the palace. That big place over there?
That's where we're gonna go to after we've visited the mansion, fort,
Right.
fortified
right.
mansion ish.
Yeah, other
Okay.
place.
The house.
The house.
Well, sorry, carry on, Shanae.
Yeah, no, go ahead, and I'm looking forward to seeing everything.
Mm-hmm.
Farrell, Sykes, and Illyria. All the ones that would notice this mostly. You notice that there are several individuals that have come out and are looking and watching you all as you progress through the main thoroughfare of this village. They are equipped more, I wouldn't say heavily, but they are prepared as though they're going to go out on a trek or something.
I also smile and wave at them. If they look in our direction.
Oh, they do. They do. A few of them just nod and get and nod. They don't wave, but they nod and acknowledge that individuals that you individuals walking through also appear to be of the adventurous type.
I just turn to Tyfari and say, hunters or guards? Or neither. I guess they're
Both. Both.
That makes sense that they would do both. Hunters and
both.
guards have a lot of overlap, so yeah, that makes
I
sense.
was like,
But
what? I didn't really hear it, but no.
most of
both
my
now.
tribe is that way, where the people that go out to hunt are also the people that defend us.
Yeah,
Okay.
same
Yeah.
back where I come from.
Yeah, I guess.
You head through the town and you begin to go up into right. You notice that the ground is rising up and up as you're heading towards this fortification. This fortification is very grand, and you can see that the walls here are that half stone, half palisade type walls, where you have the very solid stone structure underneath, and then the wooden palisades are built on top of the ground. And you do indeed make out some of the ruins of the ruins above the palisade walls here. Carry on, Tyfari. You can keep describing if you wish.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. Okay. Well, and you're probably noticing the crowd a slight bit. It's mostly because they haven't seen me. The majority of the people of my village didn't see me last time I was here, because I just quickly dipped in, hit the source, and had a quick chat with the mayor, and I had to run. Pretty much. So yeah, it's been kind of strange for them, because I mean. It's been a century since they saw anyone, and most likely since they've seen anyone of my family here.
So where's
Which
the rest of
is-
your family now?
Well, you've noticed over here. You've met my brother, and as far as I've been able to gather, he's the only one living. Yeah, I mean, my parents were murdered along with my baby sister, which is, It's a story I'll come to. Because I mean, it's been so long since I left. It's almost unbelievable. I mean,
Your
I
sister could be older than you, or looks older than you, maybe, but
no. I mean, I left when when the Civil War started because we wanted to. We had we wanted freedom for everyone here, which is fairly the same reason why I'm currently doing this revolution or this rebellion. The priest wanted to gain all the power, and I didn't. I mean, back then, I still thought it was just the priests, and we knew that they were working with something that was bad, or they were working with nefarious powers, and it took a hold on a lot of people, and yeah, I mean, I don't know how much you've heard on where you come from, but Illyria, you may have heard something about how bad it was. You may have something what happened during the Civil War. How entire armies rose up, and yeah, I mean, when the priests finally unleashed their plan, their power. We learned that basically in a way, they either mind controlled people or they just turned them insane.
Wow.
And it's also what happened here. I mean, while this happens, we're just slowly going towards the house. So. Finally, I mean, we had gathered a massive army for people from here and lots of villages nearby and some of the cities. I mean, it was amazing. We had just won this massive battle, and we were just so sure that we were going to be victorious and everything was going to be fine. And a messenger arrives from here. I asked the commanding officer, our general, marshal, as they were called. I asked him for permission to go home, and he let me, which was happy with. So I basically flew home almost. I barely had a clue what happened. So yeah, I arrived here, and I just wanted to know if everything was okay and see if anything had happened here. And basically I was informed that some of the people here were infected by whatever the priests unleashed.
Infected?
Yeah, they unleashed something that what I said, the mind control, or they turned them insane. I don't know what it is. I assume Trent is behind it, but that's all gathered or pieced together from information.
Do you think mages work with priests here?
I'm positive mages works with priests here because I've seen it. I mean,
right.
They've been doing the whole experimenty thing on me, so
it would seem like the only explanation for the situation. The gods are not remotely involved with clerics here.
Illyria was
speak
mentioning
for gods, but
yeah,
I've talked to one of them, and she doesn't seem to be particularly happy.
Illyria mentioned to us that a bunch of people from her place got abducted, including her, and they by these mind flayers, she called them, and turn, but like, if they've been around for a while, because like around what happened with Tyfari almost happened at like around the same time for Illyria too. What if
Maybe they're working together, you think?
that's a guess? I mean, Tyfari mentioned mind control, and that's what she said that they do.
The weird tentacly people? No offense to Illyria. Calling them tentacly people.
Lyra kind of just shrugs as no offense taken.
What if they're all
did
connected somehow?
Did you see tentacle people when you were taken?
No.
I think Illyria's did happen 30 years after Tyfari's happened, if a century went by.
I'm really bad
Or
with
fifth.
the numbers, so I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Seeing
and
the
very long ago.
Yeah.
But if they could go
do have
invisible, like
similar
we saw
ideas.
one try to do, maybe they were invisible and then still tried to.
Say,
I don't know.
Say about this point, all have arrived at the open and broken down, dilapidated gateway. This fortified mansion. As you step through, you can see the mansion itself looks like a friend. See that the walls themselves are very, very high, very, very sturdy, and the almost Romanesque arches that surround the facade look like they would have been very beautiful in certain rays of light and sun and certain times of the day, would have just sparkled with this beautiful red and this almost like bubble. But it is very, very, very dilapidated. Fallen.
Yeah.
We should clean this place up.
No.
No time.
Also that, and it also stands as a tribute to something. You see, this is when I joined the revolution or the civil war, people were, of course, people joined and people were had to stay here, of course. Some of them were almost family to me. One of my best friends was one of them, actually. She was just she was a commoner, not a noble like me and my family were, but she was my best friend. Her parents worked for my father in the kitchen. We pretty much grew up together, so but please, now that we're here, try and find some chairs and have a seat.
You head into the to what would be the main entrance. And you can see that the main entrance is quite very grand, opulent in the tasteful way. Again, that same marble stone everywhere, and that same sort of red and white stone that in certain lights would just sparkle and glitter. But yeah, it is the roof is missing. The roof is missing from the stone. Well, the stone here is badly cracked. Much of the furniture around has been destroyed or has had an axe taken to it. And you can see there are many sort of vases and things which in their day would have also been very, very beautiful pieces, have been smashed and broken and scattered all over. It does take a while, but you do eventually find a few chairs which look comfortable, if very dusty.
Sorry, why are we sitting down? I thought we were in a rush.
I had to chase cat away from something.
Stray cat.
Yes, I'm here to shed some light about why I am the way I am.
Ah.
And the way I am is because I have seen you. I mean, and I've surprised some of you maybe with dedicated I am to this idea of a revolution again and to stopping Trent and the priests. And it is because of what they unleashed more than a century ago. I've told you about my best friend. And do you know what the weirdest part of my entire memory of her is? I've been trying ever since I broke free from Trent's torture. But, you know, I can't remember her name, and no one else here can. I can remember her face, and I can remember how the light, especially when we were here, how it bounced off her hair, but I just can't remember her name. And, you know, when I got home, you know, I the only thing I can remember, and the only thing I can remember is just the horror which it filled me, and it was because I can clearly remember her standing over you know the bodies of my parents, my baby sister, and she was really just a baby. She was 2 years old. And I can remember her holding these two butcher knives, and they were glistening with fresh blood. And you know, and as he does, he draws his family sword. You know, this is the sword that my father gave me when I went away. It was his last gift to me. Sykes, I remember getting angry at you for keeping it. And again,
I'm sorry.
I apologize for it, but as
Yeah.
back then, I drew this sword, and I can remember, you know, I can remember plunging the sword into her throat, and I remember just looking in her eyes one last time and just seeing. All I saw was just the madness and hatred as the light went out in them, and you know. For a century after everything happened, you know, I have wondered, you know, if I'd been a better friend, you know, could I have done something? Could I have stopped it? Could I have prevented it? Or did she just not feel safe or whatever? You know, she must have felt it when the corruption was starting, or you know, the infection. You know, and yeah, she didn't come to me. She just must have felt like she can talk to me about it for some reason. And you know, if I just told her how I felt about her, maybe it could have gone differently, and everything would have turned out different. But yeah, I mean, I loved her, and I can't remember her name. So, you know, I'm sorry, but I know I've not always been a good friend to you all, and I hope this sheds a little bit of light on why. And you know, I lost some of my best friends in the war, in the Civil War, and the one I loved. And that's also why I had to leave you for a while, because you know, I found out that the priests and Trent are trying to replicate this plan, and you know, to cause the same madness as what took her. And it may even be worse, because Trent has had 100 years to you know, sharpen the details on his plan. So yeah, basically they need to be stopped, and I need to be the one that stops them. I need to do it for her.
But not alone.
I will go do it alone if I need to, but I would prefer doing it with friends, with you, my friends.
What happens if we don't succeed it fails a second time?
If he unleashes this plan again, this time it went just in what is the Empire, or the Empire Bunabral. He may get the entire island. He may get the entire continent. I don't know. I just know that it's going to be worse.
Well, there's one thing for certain though. Last time you didn't have us. You didn't have friends last time. You have friends now.
No, they all died, though.
Oh. You have new friends now.
Well, we can all go ahead and not do that.
I would prefer that.
I don't know. It makes sense if you think there's something you should have done, something you should have known, something she could have told you. But, you know, love, it can only take you so far. Only fairy tales does love fix everything.
And if it's real love, you'll find her again.
Well,
She's
considering
dead,
that I
Sykes.
plunged
Really?
my sword into her throat, I highly doubt I will
Sykes,
find
we're
her.
gonna do a blow-by-blow later. and
I can
like a little
find
list.
her soul.
Oh,
Maybe.
like that. Well, I think maybe sometimes dead people should stay dead, Sykes.
That is
Yes.
very true also. Well, they
I
would
would
still be dead.
very much not sully her memory.
Okay, I'm sorry.
It is
Well
weird
then,
about
maybe
the name.
there's a clue with that. And then I point to the sword. Maybe the sword has a clue.
What makes you say
Yeah,
that?
I know.
I think Tyfari mentioned something about unlocking something, didn't you? With it?
Yeah, doing. There is power in the sword because it's been around for.
That's why you got angry at me the whole time last time. So
That's the reason I gave you. Yes.
yes.
That's
So maybe it has a hint.
We'll find out.
That would imply that his father saw everything coming. That this has been in the workings for generations. That this
It
has
could
happened
happen.
before.
It could have been. Who knows how long this has been going on for?
Too long. That's all I know.
It's
True.
insanity. It is terrifying.
Sorry,
It's what most frightens me about his plan. Just I mean, just people that I said last time too. People that I loved, people that I knew for years and years, my entire life. People who knew my parents their entire life. They were just insane, and the madness took them, and they killed everyone they met.
And to think that there are some people out there that could probably really help stop monsters like this, but they would rather stick their head in the dirt than know what's going on in the outside world.
Yeah, well, that's why we need to get our support and alliances.
Wash the dirt
Stop
out of their
him.
eyes.
Tyfari,
Yeah.
that you had your back to the engine. You see standing in the entrance, standing and waiting. It's a well-dressed individual. Recognize immediately from the clothing. And last time you saw this person, were older now. Back is bent. Beard, which was long enough as it was, and as white as newborn snow. Wrinkled eye, wrinkle all over the place. Crow's feet for days. Bare face. Just standing there.
But I will, just tell him to come in and wave him in.
Comes into the light and you recognize
Govinda.
Govin walking. See you,
Good to see you too, Govinda. How have you been? Besides the obvious.
Time has, unfortunately, not quite been as helpful to me as perhaps to you, sir.
Not sure which one of us has had it worse, though. But yeah, I can see that.
The mayor has informed me that you naturally made the assumption you would come first.
Yes, I unfortunately need to go to the crypts and remove what I stowed there a while ago.
Yes, indeed. You know where they are, my lord. We have the help of the mayor and few passing adventurers to fortify that area a bit. Be a few things down there that you recognize from your previously. I thought it would be best for you and your future that it remained a bit more secure than the normal wards and traps area.
Yeah, excellent. That was excellent thinking by you, Govinda. Thank you. We'll go secure it right away.
Very good, my lord. Do you require anything else of me?
Just your presence tonight in the palace.
Of course, of course. We'll have your usual favorite.
Sounds excellent.
Good to see you, my lord. Welcome back.
Good to see you too, Govinda. Thank you.
He turns and very slowly makes his way out of the So,
Right, friends. Well, let's do what we came here to do. I might need some help there, so.
Yeah. Before we leave, I just kind of do like a little scan of the room, and obviously it is kind of in ruins, but I still want to see if there's anything like out of place.
it's difficult to see if there's anything out of place, really, to be honest. Unfortunately, it is mostly all in ruins.
He's just thinking to himself, something doesn't feel right about this place, but and then he just says, it is in ruins though, I guess, so that might be it. And then he'll follow everyone.
Tyfari leads you through the main entrance hall. Instead of going upstairs, he leads you through the door underneath the stairway, and leads you into almost like a back area, where very quickly you find yourselves to the rear of coming out of the rear of the mansion. Across this open land, quite a distance of land here behind the mansion. You see this grand, looks almost mausoleum-like building behind. Sorry, you know this obviously, personal vault.
Yep.
You can see emblazoned on the stone doors of this building the symbol of Tyfari's house, which I have somewhere.
The Fontaine of Rhea.
Fontaine of Rhea, yes. But it's the description of the... Here we go. You see this almost portcullis-like design with chains that wrap around the portcullis and come together underneath it. You can obviously add to this as much as you wish. You see that symbol emblazoned very grandly on the stone doorway in front of you. And as you approach it, it seems pretty innocuous. Stone doorway. Tyfari, you walk up to it. What's going through Tyfari's head right now?
A lot.
Too much.
A little bit too much.
A little bit too much. It's very, very fair. Whoa, that got
he's,
really loud. For some strange reason. What the hell?
That's Tafari's head right now.
Yeah.
That's his brain right now.
That I genuinely don't know what just
good
happened.
Timing.
I did nothing, and that just happened. I don't know what the
And
fuck
he
that was about.
shot through the roof.
That's funny.
Whoa,
Yeah.
that was weird.
Like we exited this house. Whoa! Oh, what's going on?
Yeah, that got weirdly very, very loud, and I don't quite know why. Sorry about that.
That's funny.
It was
interesting.
thematically timed.
It was. It was very thematic at times. But yeah, sorry about that. So I just deafened everybody with that wave of sound.
All right.
Yeah, no, he'll mostly be thinking about what to do when he has secured the stores, and also, of course, about what traps he installed in the crypts, and what new ones there are in the crypts.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of, he will use the clear sight pendant with the gem of. Oh no! It already. I am attuned to it, so I already have advantage when checking for traps. So okay, never mind.
That helps.
Also, like, so you have the stuff that helps you see things, right?
Yeah, I got the goggles here.
Yeah, that could maybe help.
Oh, actually,
Yeah,
that,
just
that
be careful.
that reminds me.
When we're getting closer, because there's new traps everywhere. So,
Do you want me to see if I can find a ghost that might be good at disabling them? Because you can find them, but you can't disable them, right?
I'm not sure how you disable a ghost, but
No. So I can find ghosts that help me. They basically train me into knowing how to do things.
no, that's okay. You really don't want to talk to the ghosts that are here.
Well, I don't think it's okay. Well,
Do you see a lot of them right now, Sykes?
I guess I take a look around.
You don't see any.
Okay.
Which is odd. You'd imagine that a place like this would be teeming with ghosts.
I don't see any right now.
I've put on a very odd small red hat, and everybody gets a +1 on wisdom.
Oh yeah, that.
Oh, you have it now. Nice. Okay.
I look stupid,
Okay. I pat you on the
It's
shoulder.
but
Wonderful.
it does help me pay attention.
It looks good on you.
As you walk towards the door, you can all make out a massive emblem on it. There doesn't appear to be a lock. However, you can make out an indentation in the center of the symbol, where the central prong, I'm going to call this, it's the central prong of the portcullis. There is a very clear indentation in it, and looks almost sword-like.
I will quickly check for new traps on the outside area.
Sure, on investigation.
I just thought of a really bad joke. Just like stab the portcullis in the neck with the sword.
Oh.
23. Wow.
Very
Wow.
You do not see any traps on.
All right, I will place the sword where it needs to be.
You place the sword, and basically you're placing the sword upright against inserting it into that lock with the pommel at the very top and the point toward the ground. As you set it in, there is this very, very faint click and this rumbling sounds as the doors slowly open. You are able to remove the sword, so the doors very slowly swing inwards, opening up into this dark stairway down into the earth. Tyfari, you would know that there were 3 rooms underground that you would know of, which were the defenses against the final room for source. The 4th room is obviously where the source is, but then there are 3 rooms before that which you have to try and traverse, and you know that each room is designed to be a way of proving yourself. Designed to be a way of making yourself worthy to be able to proceed through. That's what you would know.
Okay.
And
I will check for traps leading to the first room.
actually, interesting to know.
Wow.
That's a good cliffhanger.
That's
though.
also an option.
Yeah.
Well, it's also a case of I had
planned.
planned I hadn't quite planned for you to go as quickly through the town. So this gives me some time to prep the very short dungeon crawl that you guys are going to be going on
Nice.
into
Nice.
Tyfari's vault.
We haven't really done a dungeon crawl, really.
It's been a while.
Well, I guess we did like once.
It's been a while.
In that temple. Yeah.
It's
been a while.
It's been a while for a good old dungeon crawl. So,
Yeah.
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 So next week, hopefully, I will have a bit more of a voice. The voice returned a little bit today, but it's still not great. Hopefully, I'll have a bit more of a voice.
You sound better now than you did at the beginning.
Yeah. The Dutch folk have this wonderful thing called citrusan, which is honey. It's a sachet. It's a sachet powder, which is obviously sounds very bad, but it is powdered honey, lemon, and paracetamol.
No.
And
I have this very similar cure that I just do myself, which is honey, lemon, and ginger.
Oh yeah, that's really good as well.
That really clears you up.
I just dumped two sachets of that into my mug and lots of hot water, and that has definitely helped. But the voice is not quite back where it should be. So yeah, thank you so much, guys. I'm looking forward to next week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Genuinely
Such a
looking forward
big
to it.
Tyfari backstory moment. So
Mhm.
good.
Yeah.
Massive.
Loving it.
And it does shed a lot of light on why Tyfari is what he is.
Yeah.
I love the woman once she killed my whole dang family. That's awful.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
Through possibly like mind control of like
Yeah.
his greatest enemy. And it's like, all right.
What's it like for you, Jeff?
It's been a fun one. I mean, it's good to give out a bit more of his tale.
Yeah.
Makes it a lot of fun.
I'm looking forward to playing with it too. Nom, 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 nom.
Of course you are.
The drama, yes.
Wonderful. I had several moments of ouch, that hurts today as well with certain comments that were made like that's a bit too close to normal life right now. Apart from the massive Tyfari backstory, any particular memorable moments for today?
Sykes bringing up that we could possibly find Tafari's dead friend again.
Yeah.
That was an accident. It's like, oh,
My
wait.
God.
Yeah.
That was an
When you-
oops.
When you
Like,
mentioned that, I'm like, that was going straight through my head. I'm like, nope.
I kind of forgot that he
Dude.
said, like, already that he said that she was dead, and I'm like, wait a minute, so if she's still here? And then he's like, oh no, because I killed her, and I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
shit. Oops.
What if I look at the ghost? I'm
Sometimes
like,
you kill the people you love.
He came down slightly with a small case of sword to the throat.
Yeah.
Mm. I
You
was
know,
like, oh no.
lots of
Uh-oh.
people get that this time of year.
Yeah.
yeah, apparently they do.
happens.
They do. They get sore throat.
Yeah.
Sword
Sword throat.
Sword throat.
End the stream. End the stream.
Hey.
Get out.
Get out while you still can.
As usual, we'll go and raid somebody. Oh, I forgot to ask you guys.
Oh.
That was Sykes. Sorry, Farrell. Memorable moment.
The revelation that we're the Scooby Gang.
Yeah!
You're not. You're
Yeah.
not. You're not the
We
Scooby
are.
Gang. You're not.
You can pry Daphne out of my cold dead hands.
I will happily pry that out of your cold dead hands.
So Sparrow.
And you, Lydia, anything in particular that stood out?
Yeah, your old man voice.
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
my old
that
man
really
60
helps
pack
when
a
you're
day.
sick, actually. Yeah,
Well, the old man voice does definitely. Yeah, being sick helps with the old man voice.
yeah.
Oh boy. Yep. So we're gonna go and raid somebody. We're gonna raid M Croft because we have not raided them in a very, very long time. She is awesome. She's a really, really welcoming and very sort of
Talented, pleasant, gorgeous. Just take your pick.
all those words.
All of them.
I was about to say also gezellig, but English doesn't have a word for that. But it's
Nope.
really, really, really
Yeah.
really lovely individual. Really, really sweet.
Lovely.
Yeah,
Lovely
she's just
jubbly.
great. Just great. So we're gonna go raid her because it's been a long time since we've done that, and her artwork is also fucking amazing. Oh wow!
What's she doing today?
I'm looking at she's doing the starting soon thing, and one of her images that came through was her as Jinx, and
Oh yeah, she did a
Oh.
really good Jinx.
yeah, it was really good. I binged watched Arcane last night.
Oh, isn't
Oh,
it
that-
delicious?
So good.
I was thinking of a different Jinx.
Arcane is good. Oh, you were thinking Pokemon Jinx, weren't you? Ew.
Oh,
I was like, whoa, wait, what?
Ew.
For some reason, there's the raid. There we go. So yeah, we're gonna go raid her because she's wonderful. I will potentially be back tomorrow. We'll have to see. If I do come back, if I do stream tomorrow, it'll be for some Warhammer. Dawn of War. Dawn of War is what it will be. And it probably will be me doing not a lot of talking and getting very stressed out about the war. But yeah, that's what we're going to do. Oh, she's got two-tone hair up. I wonder what she's going to be doing today. But yeah, guys, take care of yourselves. Love yourselves. Love yourselves. Give yourselves big hugs. Give loved ones big hugs. And we will see you all again soon. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
bye.